Day 6. What can we do this time? Outside room first. Also, yeah, our allowance is now on the table, so we start with 4 coins. No one's here, but Mrs. Babbage is slipping into the estate and leaving us an allowance. Yes, if there's anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. Like, we can't ask you. How do we ask you? You're not here. Okay, outside room. Maybe we get the shrine this time. See what that gets us. Or maybe there will be even more new things. Okay. Root cellars. For the export hovel, or no gems or toolshed. I think toolshed. I think those are all rooms we know about, and I like tools. Shovel and magnifying glass. Now, can we find the library so we can read our book? Is the first question. And yes, can we make any progress towards the antechamber or the basement key? I'll take that too. Yeah, that's just the notes. What we have. Then is fine. As doors has gems. Nook or parlor? I think Nook right now. We have 3 gems, we have no keys. So that was another thing in the demo, right? You can get the gem allowance and you can get money allowance, but there was no mechanic for gaining keys at the start of the day. So I do wonder if that's something that is in the full game. Or are keys just too precious to be just handing out? Corridor, billiard. Well, I like billiard because it's got keys, but it turns. Okay, well, let's go this way. Yes, keys are extra precious. Maybe we get the silver key finally. I haven't had one. Or the secret garden. We have 19. Have to do maths again. 10 times 2, 20. 12, 9, 3, 30, 15, 2. 5, 8, 1, 18, 3, 6. Yeah, silver key. Good. And this would actually not be the worst place to use, but it's unlocked. Well, security? I guess let's get security, because we didn't get the keycard, so we definitely need to start building towards security doors being good. So keycard system... Set it to low and unlocked. So it shouldn't bother us for now. And then we can change it if we uncover some things. Let's just back up on ourselves. Definitely not passageway or corridor here. Closet. Let's get some items. Another single die and a key. Like seriously, are we literally 100% a die in the closet? It just feels like every time. Courtyard, pantry, parlor. Nah, I think parlor. I think we're going up and we have doors down to do the down area. The puzzles are probably getting harder, so I'm gonna have to engage the brains. What we have? This box is the black box. Well, that's a lie. This box is the blue box. Is this repeated? Welcome back, cat. No, it's not. So this box is the black box. Lies. This box is the blue box. Lies. So this one's true. The box that claims to be black has the gems. So the blue box has the gems. There we go. I'm still doing okay. So far, more maths failures than logic box failures. Yeah, hallway here. Sounds good. We can go both ways. So we can go back to this side. We're not spending on the passageway here, I think. And we're not using our die. Okay, well, let's get the guest bedroom. No items, though. The courtyard really wants to join us. I guess it is now the best choice. What you have? Metal detector. My favorite, but no shovels. Oh no, we have a shovel. We got the shovel. Nothing. Turnip, key, brick. That it? Oldie. No, still have this one. Nothing. Let's go down if it's open. It is. We can get our car keys if we want. I mean, it's not the worst choice because I don't want to spend a gem on the kitchen right now. And yes, those 2 doors are still open here. So I'll get the car keys in case we get the garage. We can open it. So yeah, now we can go through here. What can we do? Pantry or drawing room? drawing room costs a gem, but it lets us redraw and it leaves us a door, so I think it's a good spend of a gem. Yeah, this way. Garage, no, not special keys. It is the garage, like it's not the best of the positions, but again, we can fill this from the entrance hallway and we can still go here. Because we just took the car keys out, so I'm inclined to collect the keys and get the stuff from the car. Because I mean, we can't take the Eastwing Hall and then hope for the garage next. Actually, that might be the better plan. It may screw us over on the car, but it doesn't screw us over on doors. So obviously I'm keen on the garage because I have the car keys and I haven't got to use them yet. But let's not get too silly. What do we want? Well, the greenhouse, no, we can't, we don't have the broken lever, so not that useful. Observatory is a waste of door, even though we have the stars. I guess, if we're gonna cut ourselves off, let's at least get some items. Get some keys, get the coin, get a gem. Okay, chapel, not the worst doors. Gonna eat a coin, but sure. And we may have missed out on the garage because yeah, I was like, oh, we'll get it again. But the game is like, no, we will not reward this behavior. You had one chance and it's gone. Yes, they are really like, that was your chance for the garage. Speaking of, yeah, that was your chance. Should we just get the utility closet here? Like, it is a cutoff, but we still have a door here and door here. So we're not, like, in the worst door situation. Or should we get the bedroom? Let's get the... Like, it feels bad to get the utility closet here. Let's get the bedroom. Let's open this and see what it is as well. Dead pantry. 4 items sounds good, to be honest. We're gonna have to cross back through the chapel and pay, but it's fine. Key card. Well, I guess at least that justifies it somewhat, and some gems. Yeah, it's a bit far to go to security right now, but at least we have the keycard, so the few doors that will be there, we can unlock. We have 4 keys. Is this locked? It is. Oh, actually, because yeah. No, silver key not here because there's already one thing. We don't have a sledge. But we have 4 keys. We could open that. Let's open this door first. See what it is. Rumpus. Oh, I want the Rumpus for sure. It's money and we get to advance our premonitions since we only have seen one. Chest, no chest, chest, no chest, chest. It's fine. What could go wrong? Oh, it's the treasure map and the compass. So, or 2. Do we have this room? Yeah, it's the walk-in closet. So, yeah, we can go get our treasure right away. Chapel's gonna get rich on us. Is it not the walk-in closet? Did I miscount? Oh, it is. Hello? Yeah, there we go. Time to start digging. We have time to excavate the floor in this place. It's our house now, kind of, right? We're inheriting it. We can do whatever we want. Who's gonna stop us? Yeah, the coffers. 25 coins and 3 gems. Thank you. Okay. Rumpus room. Now we should look into having shops. Now we're loaded, so we can be doing purchases. And there's also money here. Oh, and shoes for us too. We can save some steps on backtracking, which will be nice if we have to backtrack all the way to the start to fill this area. Like if we run out of keys, that might be a way to get keys. And we get our second premonition.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes, resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing.
There is a letter
What
missing.
here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
So I've not really been pointing it out because, officially we didn't have the information. But if you watch my channel, I made a whole video from the demo about the art on the walls and there is a letter missing and what does it all mean, right? So yes, this is one of the examples of it's 2 words and one of the letters between them is missing, and they're basically in every room, and you have to go around and collect them. And then when you collect them, you will learn something. Obviously, I know what it is, so for the sake of I'm not doing things until I learn what they are for reals in the game. Like, the only way I'm gating this on is I've been to every single room. I'm not gonna, actually go through them and collect it. If you want the full information about what it is, there's a video on my channel about it. It goes through every single picture and every single letter and, how to do it. But yes, that means I'm only, missing basically maybe the few at the top from completeness, possibly even just that one. And then I can start basically unlocking everything I know it unlocks. Which so far I've only skipped 2 of those things that you can unlock with it. So it's not like I've been putting myself back a lot. But yes, that's the big hint, the big clue what you need to do. And yes, that was the second premonition. So in the demo you were limited to 2 premonitions because it would never give you the Rumpus room again after. Which means after this, if we get the Rumpus room, there will be new content. So that's also exciting. The whole thing about the ruin and whatever, I don't know what it means. Okay, silver key works here because we have everything open. Ooh. So the Chamber of Mirrors is here. It is an interesting room that I also did solve in the demo. Obviously, whether demo shows you all of the content of it, not clear. But it's not a good setup for Chamber of Mirrors because it's not you need to be able to get to it from all the sides. Don't want you archives. So I guess the passageway. So we still have doors open. Yeah, it's interesting because they give you ways to approach it. There is basically a room where it super directly goes, this is what you need to do. This is the whole puzzle. You need to do it this way, right? So the game eventually tells you. So it's just the whole, how do you get to it? Because I've actually managed to do that puzzle before I got the super big hint. So I was pretty pleased with that. There is more direct hints as you go. The same as with the VAC puzzle. In the demo, you could only read the office information. There is no mailed room to tell you the special rules, but it was still something you could work out. But you needed the office to actually work out for them to tell you what you were even trying to do. Okay, this is locked. Top is probably locked. Side is probably locked. I'm aware I only have 2 keys, so I'm going for unlocked doors first. Okay, everything's locked. Okay, let's go top. If we go dark room, we have a connection. Again, it's not open, but it's a connection. But if we go kitchen, we can buy food, and we'll still be able to turn here without the dark room messing us up. So I'm thinking kitchen. And let's see what food purchases we can make. Bacon, eggs. Yes, morning room in the draft. Okay, yeah, I want morning room in my draft because that's a special room. And we have plenty coins. I need more keys. Okay, boudoir for a gem from the safe, or observatory for star rewards. We have plenty stars now, so I'm thinking observatory for stars. There's a chest, but we don't have any keys, and we don't have anything. So yeah, you get this picture, and you get this picture. How are they connected? Okay, Southern Cross, so rooms with 4 doors are more common, and a diamond. Well, I could have used the key. So yeah, we're on 9 now, and this is locked. Okay, well, we have to basically go check if drawing room is open. If no, we basically have to go down to the entrance and start seeing if there's any rooms with keys that can give us keys. I guess if we can find a locksmith, we could buy some. But yeah, sometimes it is how this game works out. Yeah, this is locked. Like through the courtyard. In case we get locked out, do we want to put anything in the code check while we're here? Put our car keys back in? Or do we want to save like a metal detector or a shovel? Actually, I think the metal detector is like the most expensive item, but we want to be keeping it on us. So while we're going through those rooms, we are more likely to pull a key. We have plenty steps so we can come back and put it back in later. Because yeah, if we're gonna find random keys, it's gonna be because of the metal detector for sure. So yeah, this house becomes like a maze quite quickly. So you're like, where am I going? Here. Wow, such choices. Well, I don't want to spend on the cloister, but I don't want the archives. I'm gonna put the Great Hall here. I don't have the keys to start opening anything here, but you know, it's the least worst of the choices. What we get? We get the pantry, so we get money and an apple. So about that, you know, working towards the antechamber, it's not so much. Not so much this time. Rotunda here is useless. Weight room, half our steps. Well, half a steps is gonna take us to 20 something. But if we don't find any keys, this is mostly the end of us. And with 20 something, we can still make it back to the drawing room and have steps spare. So we're more likely to be blocked on keys now than we are to be blocked on steps. And we still haven't had dinner anyway. So yeah. Well, that unlocks us here, but let's just back to that room. Oh yeah, here's the morning room, so we for sure want that because tomorrow we get gems. Flower. Thermos. No special powers, but yes. Gems today and gems tomorrow. We get the article about the Baron passing away and naming us his heir. Yes, he has died. He liked puzzle. He wrote for the paper. He had a column, Baron Baffles. And yes, the Mary Matthew Jones has been missing, presumed dead for the past 6 years. Yes, Marion Marigold, who's our mother, and she wrote The Red Prince Swinburne and A New Clue, which a new clue just sounds like a new clue for us, but yeah, we still have Swinburne on the order in the library if we can make it there again. And yes, we're smart because we got a science fair runner-up last year, so clearly we're smart enough for all of this. Okay, and yeah, we get a purse. Not sure that useful. We got so much money and so little to spend it on. I guess if we had the commissary, we could have bought the keys if they were on sale. Okay, we get an upgrade disc, so we should swing by security before we end. What we have? Utility closet, no use, right? There were no... Oh, no. Corridors always have left unlocked. That's not the one. If we take the utility closet here... No, it doesn't help because we do not have a single key. Because I was like, oh, we could turn on more security doors and then we can get into a room with a key, then they will have security doors that will help. It will not help because we literally 0 keys. So the only thing that can save us now is if we open the utility closet, there happens to be a key on the floor, and then we can go from there with the security doors. There could be a key on the floor in the corridor, but then... oh yeah, we have the key card, right? Yeah. Okay, out of those 3 rooms, where do we think we're more likely to pull a key on the floor? Corridor often has a key or a coin if we have the metal detector, which we do. And the utility closet often has a coin and a key if we have a metal detector. Nursery, it tends to have usually coins and gems in it. I've at least in demo, I've not had many kills from nursery. Like, and then we could leave the corridor for later as well. I guess it's the utility closet. The thing is beeping. Is it a coin or is it a key? It's a coin. Oh my god, this game. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, there is nowhere else left to go. Only to security to put our upgrade disk and to call check to check our stuff in. But yes, there is no keys left. There's nothing else we can do. Everything is locked. And yes, we got a coin and then get a key. And in security we can check if there is somehow a lost key somewhere on the estate. I assume in here, like, yeah, this is gonna be beeping because there are rewards in those doors, but this is locked, so we can't even get there. And yeah, we already had the Nook on the map, so that was like the only way where we could have gotten a key just straight up from our room, and the billiard room, which we already also done. It is what it is. Again, we've had advancement. We've had advancement because we done Alzara and because we got another upgrade disc, so not a waste of a run. It's all part of the fun. Okay, upgrade the Nook. 2 keys. 1 key plus bacon and eggs. You will always draw library while drafting in this room. Interesting. So 2 keys, obviously straight up 2 keys. Bacon and eggs is the dish that gives us the morning room, which gives us 2 gems and 2 gems the other day, so we can chain gems. Always draw library, which means then we can get Nook and we can get library every time, so we can keep ordering books. Which right now, this is new content I'm interested in. As I said earlier, I think eventually, as you go on, you get the upgrade disc, you can get repeats. At least that's how they did in the demo, but that might have just been because the content was limited. So I am down to take the reading Nook. Yeah, especially that we already get soft gems from places, so it's fine. It's okay. We got the upgrade. Now we're gonna go code check and decide what we want to check in for the next day. I think metal detector. Metal detector is the most valuable of the items. Like, it costs the most in the shop that way. I am kind of curious. Obviously we're gonna lose the keycards, but like, we've not had good luck finding the car. I am kind of curious about, like, if the treasure map, you know, if we put it in the code check, does it get restarted? But yeah, let's go metal detector in there. I think that's like the best use of it. And then yeah, we don't have the planetarium. We've done everything outside. Yeah, all of this is fine. So yes, I think we will call it a day on day 6, and we'll be done for today. Okay, our allowance, we start with 4 gems today because of the morning room, and the outside room, let's not forget. Okay, well, I think shrine it is, right? I've passed it over for the other outside rooms, but I think like, I know what's in the shelter and all that, and obviously it's a useful room and an advancement in the story, but I want to see the shrine. So what is it? Is that, no, I was like, is that a secret tunnel? But it's not. So what can we offer? Making an offering of coin may result in the bestowal of beneficial blessing that will last for several days. Okay, well, we have 4 coins, so we can spend on that. And yeah, we'll see if that does anything, or is 4 coins not enough, and we have to get richer to make a proper offering. And what is this blessing potentially gonna be? A blessing of the high roller. Each time you draft a shop room, gain 1 die, gain 5 extra coins each time you roll a die. Okay, and that's for 3 days. So yeah, we get die, and then when we roll a die, we get money back. So that's nice. I assume the more money we put in, the better is this blessing. New mechanics, new rules, new knowledge. Oh my god, this game is so exciting. And I mean it, like, really. So much to see, so much to do. Amazing game. Like, I had high expectations of this game, and so far, no disappointment. Not even really made that much of an advance in the main mechanic of go to the antechamber and do something with it. Just poking around everything. Everything is cool. Parlor? I guess time for puzzles. Get this key. Like, we're on, what is it? Day 7 now. How hard is it gonna be? Okay, this box and the white box are both empty. Okay, this box and the blue box are both empty. Okay, so they go off each other because they basically say the same thing. The other 2 statements have identical wording. This might be like semantics get to me. what does identical wording mean? Because are we saying they're identical word for word? They are not identical word for word, right? Like they exchange blue with white. That's the difference. Or are we saying identical wording means the sentence structure is the same, but you can change like the subject, object, whatever. What does that mean? Which one is it? But I mean, if those two are true, right? They're saying they're both empty, and that would point at black spot being the thing, then this would have to be false, because that's if we think about it from the different perspective, right? If those two boxes are true, so they are both empty, this box is false, which means they are not identical because the word is different, and that means this box is false. So we have fulfilled the rules of the game, and the black box has the gems, right? If this box was be true, right, and it was saying, okay, they have identical wording, we are left with no information about where are the gems, because the gems would be 50-50, right? Where could they be? So I think from just that perspective, not even worrying about the semantics, I think that makes more sense, which means with those two being true, black box has the gems, because those are both empty. Yay! Trying to logic that thing done. Oh yeah. Chapel here, actually not bad doors, and we have no coins, so they can't rob us. Because the observatory, we would get rewards, but it turns the bad way, closet's dead. So chapel can't rob me when I'm poor. Chapel, and let's go this way. Bedroom. Okay, observatory lets us go into that corner, and more star rewards. 10 stars. So we get the apple. Are we gonna have an apple that's extra delicious today? Like, we still haven't been to the pantry, so we could be able to. And 3 steps. Yeah, we're at 10 stars, but the super special new constellation requires 50. Okay, yeah, well, closet seems like a good place. This seems like a good place for a closet, since it's a dead end. And we get a shovel and a gem. Other side of the chapel, we get to have a hallway or a commissary. We're poor, so commissary is useless. Guest bedroom, I don't like it here, too blocking, so hallway it is. And then I'm actually gonna go back to the entrance hall and start filling in this section. Spare room, I think. Nothing here. And then a nice corner, yeah, pantry. So let's see those extra delicious apples. What's up with those? Okay, yeah, 5 for apple. So yes, it is what I thought, just apples got extra steps. Then it's got good doors, so that's what we're gonna go for. Okay, what can we put in this core room? The reading nook. Definitely that for sure. We wanna see the library again. Yeah, our key, nothing else here. Library. Yeah, it turns towards the end, that's fine. Let's do our reading. There we go, Swimbird. Okay, so previously Airbird was reading it. Mrs. Peterson really likes to read it. Simon, I assume that's when we were last here. Mrs. Peterson. What is Mrs. Peterson's obsession with this book? And Babbage. Detective? Or is this another title? Bon, Margle, and Simon P. Jones. What is Swimbird about? I am a darebird, a daring and brave bird. Diving so deep bird, a ride on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do. There is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. Birds in the sky, not in the sea. That is what they say when looking at me. You are not seabird, you are not swimbird. If you are friend bird, fly in the windbird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, so they pretend. I dare not dive, I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in ocean again. And I dare not smile and dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams in the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Did it tell us anything directly? Not so much. I mean, obviously, if we take it as, oh, it's a kid's book, right? She was writing kid's book, like the messages seem pretty like, oh, be yourself, don't let others tell you what to do, because, you should be you and you should do what makes you happy. But does it have deeper meaning in the game? Does it? I don't know. So can we borrow another book, or is it like next time we have to come next time and then it'll be the borrow page again? Because yeah, there is no card to ask for another book. So I guess maybe next time this will be cleaned up and we get another one. I don't need the records, but I just wanna peek in the other book to see if there's anything that got recorded there. Then, because yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it put that picture here, so it was like, oh, look at the taps or something, secret in the bathroom, but was nothing there. Yeah, that. Still not been to the locksmith. No. Okay. Nothing here that got saved. That maybe those things are not clues. Maybe it's literally just like a random selection of pictures we found just for decorations. You never know with those things. Let's continue. Oh, the mail room again. Now the mail room, we know we won't have a package now, but then it leaves us a package for the next day. Servants' quarters is not good now because we don't have any bedrooms. Conference room. I mean, so low down, I'm not sure it will be out of back and forth if we get something. The only thing is it gives a door, because if we take the mailroom, that's the only door left. Yeah, I think I'm worried about, like, as much as the mailroom's good and like the items it gives are good, but then yeah, it does give really good items. Choices. Fine. Let's risk it for the biscuit. Let's get the mailroom. Yeah, we placed an order. Oh, there's a keycard. So apparently we can also get an item from here. So that's nice. Again, not my favorite item, but that's fine. Yeah, we read that. So nothing here until next day. And now we hope we don't get stuck on the last door we have. And if we get stuck, then, there is always the next day. Now I'm thinking like, yeah, what was the shrine thing? Corridor, billiard. Corridor gets us more into the open. Billiard room is keys. And now we have the key card. We know we're gonna get something other than the key card from there. So it could be nice. Then we just have to find a way to turn. Yeah, I think billiard room. I was gonna be like, what did yeah. Oh yeah, shop rooms give us dice. Because I was like, oh yeah, there was something dice and coins. How were we supposed to get the dice? So yeah, I guess if we drafted the commissary, we would get a die. Oh, but there's 2 dice in here. Good. 15 times 1, 15. Okay, 20 times 2, 40. Divided 10, 5, 2, divided by 2, 1. Okay, kitchen here, we get a die, right? So that sounds good. Still yet to find out what pet is here. What we get here. Tomato soup. Club sandwich, banana. Okay, we only have 1 red room, so that's not exactly useful. Water on. We're just wasting water in here. Still haven't figured out what to do with it. What's here then? Yeah, passageway here not bad considering our door situation, and we have 6 gems, so we're going for the passageway. This way needs keys. This way does not need keys. Not the weight room. Dark room, if we can unlock it later. Nursery. We still haven't had any bedrooms, and we have 2 other doors, so actually could not be the worst choice unless we want to get dark room and then hope for lights on. Okay, let's put dark room on. We're gonna have to actually trip it ourselves. At least it leaves us with a door. Boiler room. Okay, well, it's definitely boiler room. For sure. So we have the puzzle done, so I think the only thing is just we need to go around and switch this over, and yeah, it's all activated. Where we want this room. And actually that's a good combination, because passageway connects power and dark room gets power. Though I don't think it fixes the dark room, right? It just puts it on. Okay, well, let's see about opening the other doors here and where will they lead. So now power is going straight on, so we can see if we get anything here. Weight room with power is only carry power. I don't want the weight room. I don't want any of these rooms, so I think it's time to use one of our dice. Oh, come on, give me some power room. At least if you're gonna give me the boiler room, like give me the lab. Like, no, I guess let's take the corridor then. At least we have a passage through, and then we don't have to worry about the dark room because the door is gonna be blocked. Let's redirect power to the side and see what we can get here. Oh, come on. What is this? Well, dice to the rescue. The punishments. Oh, do we get the archives for the power? Yeah, I think we're getting the archives. Although, yes, we still get power through the passageway to here. Yeah, I mean, we can take the archives or we can take the drawing room. Because we still have the passageway. And we'll be able to repower here. But it's just, okay, I guess we're doing power today. So let's go archives. Let's see where it takes us. But then I do want to go back to the passageway and open this door with power first. So redirect here. Yeah, it's gonna be an attempt at a power run. But what we really want to get is basically the most shot at the lab with power. Yeah, use a key. Lab. Yes, lab. Let's go lab. New content, excitement. This is now powered. Like, I already know what to do with it, but you know, if you don't, then the answers you need are in this room. But if you don't want to know the answers, I mean, I guess if you don't want to know the answers, then you're probably not watching any streams. But yeah. Okay, it's buzzing. That was not in the demo. Oh, there's a whole cutscene now. Where they're like, no one can find this room, we need an explanation of how you get there. Yes, this is open now. Yes, Blackbridge Grotto has been permanently unlocked. Each day you may access one offline terminal from the network. But also you can go to the Blackbridge Grotto and faff about in there. If you're like, how do you know which ones to turn? Like, there's I'm just gonna look at this. You can figure, this is like a super easy puzzle. You can figure this out. Okay, well, experiment. What can we experiment with? What can we do? We already have a couple shops, so not exactly good. Each time you eat an apple. Well, we already ate the one apple we know about, and unless we're drafting Secret Garden, we're not gonna be eating a lot of apples. So we could immediately do something. Okay, let's try for an apple. You get an allowance. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because then we get permanent. And then log into the network. What could we do that's interesting? Yes, experiments reset every day. So once your day ends, you don't get to keep your experiment. But there seems to at least been implied some mechanic where doing the experiments may result in something. But again, not something that you could really get going in the demo, I don't think. So are data transfers available? Not. So we could do a remote terminal, like, you know, for example, you can get to do security or something like that. Or we could do the office. So we could do something like, let me just look at my map. That's one thing. When you're looking at the computer, you can't look out at the map. What's our status here? Because you know, if we can access security, we don't need to faff around with security. We have the key card, so we could just log into security, set the key cards to high, and you know, that's all done. And then we don't need to draft security, and we save ourselves a gem. Could do something like that. Like the other one is go to the office and give ourselves some money, but like we have 15 money, so I'm not that concerned about getting money right now. So yeah, we're just gonna bypass security. There's 1 gem, 1 track. Okay, 2 coins. Interesting. Oh yeah, probably in the archives because we haven't actually walked in there. Yeah, we have the key card, so we're gonna set it to high, but we're gonna leave it on because then we can see the rarities. Especially since we have the archives, we're gonna need to see the rarities so they can help us. Actually, like we can set offline mode to unlock just in case we lose power or anything. I'm not sure that's a thing, but since we have the key card, it's fine. So we have that. Eating apples. Yes, using dice gives us money, so even more reason that we're not too worried about money right now. We obviously want to go to the grotto, but you know, not right now. Here's security with power. It's just like, it costs us a gem, it carries power, but our archives will already carry power to the square, so we just get the free room to not use gems, or we get the greenhouse. Actually, we could get some green rooms, and we haven't been to the greenhouse yet. Okay, yeah, I guess the greenhouse. Let's try that. Like, we still get power from the archives, so we can continue from there. And I haven't been, and yes, there's flowers now. Ooh, a little gem. grew in this flower. Okay, so this is probably where the whole... Oh, depending how many flowers there are is how many gems you get. Watering can. We can get gems for watering. Another music sheet, number 5. Yes, we get... Yes, sheets here on this bolded music sheets, number 5. And yeah, there's like water dripping. Oh, there's water dripping because we're pumping into here. So I assume like you need to be having this in order for the flowers to grow. So this is on this. I don't have the I didn't scribble down what was in the groundskeeper notes, but yes, it depends on the quality of the soil, how many things you get in here. Okay, that's that. We don't have the lever to use here. Now we can basically, yeah, we can step out, step back in to use the thing to get a gem. Free gem? Okay, we're not gambling on the keys today because we only have 2, so we're gonna go back into the boiler room, into the archives, and play with the power. Redirect that there. Okay, so now we got power to all those rooms. There's a gem for us here, not an apple. We've got a keycard door. We get the furnace. I mean, it's a weird one, right? Because the red rooms can carry power, so you kind of want the furnace, so you kind of want the red rooms, and a powered red room. And a powered furnace also gives a key. So maybe we do want that. Like, the weight room is going to hurt, but don't care too much about utility closet because we both have a keycard and the dark room is blocked off. So let's go visit the furnace. For once, it's not completely useless. We can dig here, get a turnip. Yes, thank you for this key at least. I didn't check what was for dinner, so I don't actually know what we're gonna be looking to find before dinner, if we even have dinner. Okay, this is a key room. Does this need key as well? No, it's like security. Well, I would rather pay the gem for security than I would pay half my steps. So security it is. But yes, all power security does is carry power. I don't think it has any extra utility. Nothing here on this table because sometimes there's items. Keycard doing work for once. Laundry. Yeah, we're taking laundry. I'm not sure there's much we want to launder right now particularly, but I don't actually remember what the services are. Yeah, we can swap coins for gems, keys for gems, and keys for coins. I mean, if we did that, it takes 10, we have 7, but that means, yeah, we'll end up with 7 keys and 3 coins. I would be willing. Or we have this. Yeah, steps and gems. Maybe harsh. Stars and allowance. Dye cleaning, dye and keys. Yes, basically, we could basically put our stars back to 4, but put ourselves on 10 allowance. You can't see. We have 4 allowance and 10 stars. Like, we can always regain stars. Then we're going forward where we're starting on 10 coins every day. So I think that's a good long-term swap because yeah, starting on 10 coins is not bad. Yeah, dyes and keys is not gonna do anything for us right now. I mean, gems and steps would be crazy. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, because we can just earn stars every day, right? Like as long as we pull the rooms. Yeah. So, but now that means yes, this would only give us two keys. So it's not that useful. Pay this gets more gems. We will still get money from using dye. So yeah, that will give us 7 gems. Let's play with those things since we're here. So you know we get better drafts. And yeah, if we use our dye, we'll get more money. So it's fine. Okay, let's see what's here. There is the weight room. It really wants to do this. Okay, we have dye. We can redraw. I'm not like sure what other rooms that can be powered are left. Yeah, the weight room. It really wants us to take the weight room. We're gonna take the secret passage. That's gonna end our power here. I am not doing the weight room. Okay, but we can go back to this corner and just use a key to see if we get anything in here that's useful. Nothing for power. This gets gems about. Our greeners do not cost gems to draft. I guess since it's a dead end, taking a dead end terrace is actually not bad. Spread, it's only the greens who's gonna get gems. Okay, take the terrace. We haven't been yet. And there is usually an item. No, but we can water so we get a gem. Oh yeah, there's 2 coins, so we get some coins. And some tea. Tea is empty. They didn't leave us any tea on the chairs. And we get to look into this garden. Like, this garden is the one we cannot access. But who knows? Maybe we can in some secret way. Yeah, so that's that. And then, yeah, secret passage is our exit. And once again, I think we're gonna go for orange. Weirdly, I'm once again feeling drawn to getting the hallway from a secret passage because once again, we need doors, right? We're super down for doors. I guess we have the corridor here, and yes, in corridor space we can get the ones with doors. So like green rooms, there will be things in them, but it's an internal space, so not too many green rooms, and like I think the courtyard would be like the only one, or cloister actually. Maybe green rooms then, because yeah, not the red rooms, not the thing. Shop could work, but shops don't have a lot of doors, so that's a problem. So yeah, I think green room actually, if we can get a cloister or a courtyard, that would be good. So I'm not drafting hallways all day long from it, you know, try some other things for once. Yes, there's courtyard, there is cloister. We do have a shovel, so going in the courtyard works. Cloister is just more doors. But I think we need some resources as well, like especially keys was what we want. So courtyard. The archive floor plans are going to be a problem. And we get another gem too. Okay, keys, please. Keys. Tin can. Can we use the tin can, like strip the metals, make a lockpick out of the can? Please, keys. No, tin cans. Turnip. I mean, I'm not mad at the turnip, but not a single key. Oh, well, we're definitely not opening this trunk. No way. Bottom first. I don't know what this might be. It might be the nursery for 1 gem. Storeroom is 2 keys. It's a dead end, but we still have 1 door here and 1 door of the corridor. So storeroom is not hurting me so much, and I get 2 keys. That's my logic for this one. Not the utility closet. Yeah, aquarium's good. And we get it for free because it's also green and everything else. So yeah, apparently we can pump the water out of here. And I'm like, why would we do this to the fishes? Like, is there something we gain by murdering the fishes? Extra dinner? Can we just cook them and eat them? Sure. Oh, but okay, there's the lever. But before I go backtracking, it would be good to get dinner if we can. And then we can backtrack. Is it dinner? That blocks the bottom of it. So we just draw archived, hope it doesn't block the bottom. Actually no, because then we leave this side open. If we at least we see more if we do this, even if we're not going in there right now. Okay, let's is this locked with keys? Yes. I would really like the dinner now, please, game. A drafting studio. Select a new floor plan to permanently add to your state draft pool. Where are we doing this? We have plenty gems. As much as the locksmith would help. I'm like, drafting studio, must see, new room. And I think we blocked ourselves from using the greenhouse, right? Greenhouse is the bottom door. I think so, because I think it says like the lever's broken, so you have to make sure east and west are still operational. So may even not make sense to go back on ourselves. What is this? Secret things. Okay, yeah, so this tells us Saturday was day 1, so we started on Saturday the 7th of November. Why do we need to know this? We do. In the drafting studio, you will be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. Yes, that does not reset. The kennel for doggies. Dormitory. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a compass room, gain 10 steps. Okay, so you can kind of create a loop of gaining steps, and it's a bedroom. The kennel. Each time you dig in a room, unlock all doors in that room. Interesting. Solarium. You are more likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting. Well, kennel sounds cool. Like, and maybe we'll see the doggy. Is there a doggy? But the solarium is also interesting because obviously we get to draft more rare and unusual rooms. Anyone got any preferences? Like the dormitory is obviously a way to give yourself lots of steps, but that feels like you're gonna have to draft a room, like a drafting room, and then go back to the dormitory, gain 10 steps. So that seems a bit faffy right now. So between the kennel and the solarium, what do we think would be the better choice? Because I mean, I want both, but can't have both. Yay, 50-50 on the solarium and kennel. I assume if we draft this room in the future, we're gonna get more choices, more rooms. So I think I want the kennel, just because it's an interesting new mechanic. Like, we can get the I'm sure we can get the solarium later. It's a dead end, so I'm like, you win some, you lose some on it. So I'm gonna pick the kennel. Yes, home to several of Sinclair's hunting companions, it can be assumed these friendly hounds have been anxious to meet their new master. Yeah, so we get to meet doggies. I mean, I'm not a big dog person, but yes, there's a dormitory and a solarium. Yes, floor sitting room, ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting some sun without the hassle of going outside. I mean, as much as I love my afternoon tea, yeah, okay, we're gonna do kennel, and then hopefully we can see this room again and add more. There is like a very detailed paper model of a safe. Okay, interesting that they let us look at it, but there's nothing we can do with it. What's this? The Great Hall partitioning plan for Friday, November 13. Oh, so it's today, the Friday, November 13, because it's day 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so if we were to get the Great Hall today, the middle doors are the blocked doors. And then the other doors are... The reward rooms are opposite each other and the exits are facing each other. Drafting strategy. So this is first part of drafting strategy, and then library has the second one. Drafting spectrum, most violent dreams, indoor verdure. Okay, so different things. Yeah, it should come as no surprise that the first color that comes to mind when speaking about blueprints is blue. And while it's true most architectural plans and designs are found on blue paper, it's not the only color on which floor prints are drafted. In fact, originally they were not blue at all. Hundreds of years ago, the chemicals used to create floor plans caused coated paper to turn black when exposed to light. This raven hue, perhaps more fitting to the reign of Oris, was decidedly more difficult to affix on architects' revision edits to, and so blue was proposed as an ideal replacement, as it had no political ties to any other realms. By the 4th, so Oris, not Osiris. Oris is associated with black. What it means, I don't know. Maybe important. Yes, blue was proposed because it has no political ties. Over the years, the fear of political connection deferred to innovation, and the use of color prints eventually became popular with engineers and architects who use hues as a way to differentiate various types of buildings and rooms. Violet prints, for example, are only used when creating plans for a bedroom, while the orange floor plan will immediately inform the contractor that the print contains design for a hallway. Yes. In this issue of drafting strategy, we'll explore the different features of each type of floor plan and look at the underlying connection that ties room to its color. Yes, most violet dreams. The bedroom is often referred to as the heart of the home, and with good reason. It is the place where people can rest during the long day, where they can kick up their feet for a bit and recharge their batteries. Architects always use violet bordered floor plans for bedrooms, and the comforting purple hues encountered while drafting will usually let the wary traveler know they have found a room in which they can rest up. Architects may wish to utilize bedroom strategies if they are the type who love to explore and backtrack frequently. Having an excess of steps usually affords bedroom enthusiasts the mobility to be more carefree with their plans for the day. I like how this is just how houses work in this universe. Just like, oh yeah, when you're traveling in a house, when you're looking at your blueprints that purple's bedroom, so you can rest. Steps, average number of doors is 1 and 2. Extra items are likely synergies. Yes, that sounds like, screenshots material. Yes, bringing the others in the green rooms. Plant life, rich soil, natural resources, extremely synergistics. Yes, we've done that a bunch in the demo. Green will often involve drafting as many of this color as possible. The more green rooms you are able to draft in house, the more powerful the effects will become. Additionally, these spaces are more likely than other types of room to contain piles of dirt for digging. Again, just like a normal thing that happens in this universe. Yes, associated resource gems, average number of those 2 to 3, often extra items, yeah, and they synergize with themselves. Yes, bedrooms are heart of the home, hallways are the arteries, paths paths, branches. Orange corridors are often overlooked as one travels through them. They are a vital component of any house. The numerous doors found in each hall provide the means to add more rooms to your house. And more hallways you have, the less likely you are to draft yourself into a dead end. Hallway strategies are ideal for the architect who prefers more rooms and flexible options for expansion over pure resources. Lots of doors, synergies with the foyer. Yeah, the foyer makes every hallway unlocked, so you can do that. But then it's like, you know, by the time you drafted the foyer, you usually you already passed all of your hallways. Hall pass. So it's hall pass then, oh yeah, you get to unlock the doors in corridors, right? So they don't cost keys, but only in the corridors. And yeah, we have not seen a lockpick kit in this run at all yet. Yes, the shop's essential part of a large estate. Again, normal to have a shop in your house if it's big enough. Yeah, staff and resident to purchase items without having to leave the property, including on this one, will provide you with an outlet for any coins that you found during a day. Strategies will involve generating lots of gold, will usually wait to draft multiple shop rooms to expand the range of shopping opportunities. Borders range of gold, enhancing the sense of luxury and refinement in the shopping experience. Whether it's a quick snack or a high-end fashion item, having a well-placed shop within the estate can greatly enhance the quality of life for the entire household. Gold coins, doors, extra items never for free. Coin purse, coupon book, vault. Negative space. Red rooms are a daring addition to any home, providing a small element of danger and can excite and thrill both residents and visitors. While this room comes with a certain level of risk, they also offer the potential for substantial returns, as they provide as many doors as they do opportunities. Architects who are willing to take the plunge and draft a red room are often rewarded with a unique and striking space that leaves a lasting impression on those who enter. Just like in life, taking risks can be intimidating, but those who dare to venture outside their comfort zone can reap the greatest rewards. Associated resource vexation. Yeah, not often extra item. Synergies is shelter, tomato soup, and skilled players. Yes, if you can play with red rooms, you're skilled. And then we have prismatic rooms. Yes, you may on rare occasion notice some floor plans that have more than one color in their design. These rooms are unique in that they simultaneously share all the characteristics of each type of room associated with those colors. For example, a floor plan with a violet and gold border will be best described as a bedroom shop, while an orange and green one might contain a corridor of greenery and plants. The aquarium is a very useful multicolored floor plan as it supports all of the color-based strategies listed in this volume. For example, it can give you bonus steps for having a nursery, as well as being unlocked for having a foyer. Yes, okay, well, those are a lot of things I've learned a lot of it through just playing the game, right? But I guess the average number of doors might be useful information. As we reach the end of this volume of drafting strategy, we hope you have found valuable insights and colorful inspiration for your next architectural project. From the purples of our dreams to the reds of our fears, we believe that no ambition for an architect is too brave and no design is too colorful. To achieve our goals, we must delve deep into the spectrum, drawing upon all colors and ideas of daring merit. At the end of the day, color is just another tool. Some wield it to express their own creativity, some hoist it up as display of their own power, some use it to calculate great sums, but all of us want to find a color we can all call our own. So this is obviously the basics of, rooms have colors and synergies, but there is the volume 2 you can order in the library. So that's an option for us when we get the library again. Okay, we need a key here. Okay, well, patio will spread gems into green rooms and it still lets us go around the corner, so sounds good. We're sort of getting low on keys. I guess we have to remember that corridor is still an option. And we haven't gotten dinner. Okay, yeah, so we have buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt where we can dig, but the reason to look at this note is because once again we have the buried in a cursive font. So now our cursive words are buried bridge beside west, right? So we could make a sentence out of this that says buried beside west bridge. So that's interesting. That's interesting. In the demo, I've tried poking about the West Bridge with a shovel, but that didn't do anything. But maybe now it does something. But yeah, we would have to be by the West Bridge with a shovel, which we're very far away from now. Oh, there is is a locksmith and we have 15, so we could maybe shop in there. Even it's gonna cut us off here, but we haven't unlocked the antechamber. Like, it's not happening. Cause yeah, then we can still maybe unlock some things here, and we haven't been to the locksmith at all. Or maybe, yeah, because it's 8 for a special key. So we could either get 3 keys, or we could do 8 keys and hope it's a basement. Do we have enough to run to the basement if we do that? Yes. If we get a basement here, we can go to the basement, and that will be interesting. No, just a silver key. That's fine. Well, we still can buy just 1 normal key for what we have. But yeah, we can use a silver key from the aquarium, maybe get some doors, or from the corridor, and that will be okay. Okay, well, what can we do here? Yeah, checking, because actually, yes, this is a 4-door space, so I guess just use the normal key here. We can get the guy, which is actually, getting the garage is 3 keys, and we can go outside, so we get a shortcut to the western bridge. So yeah, that's actually not too bad. Nor do we want Maze Chamber or the archive floor plan. Then the only door we have left is this corridor here, which is fine. Again, we're making progress. We don't have the car keys to dig around in the car, or we don't have the power, so we just get keys. I forgot we don't have power because we weren't messing around with it. Because we were like, oh, we don't need the security because we have the key card. Need to check more carefully my plans. Got too excited. But I mean, 3 keys is still 3 keys. Still not wasted. Okay, we can go back to the corridor and go from there. Courtyard, secret passage, security, archives, boiler room. We can also gamble in the chest because we're towards the end of the run, so we can open it, see what it has. 2 keys, okay, well, and a gem, because we got a gem from spreading gems. Yeah, secret passage, security. We didn't get dinner, but if we were to get the dining room, we could get dinner, because we already set up to have it. And yeah, corridor. What you have for us? Commissary into the wall, bedroom or archive. Okay, well, bedroom it is. Apple. 5 steps. And our allowance has been raised. So we're on 11 allowance now. Okay, well, we don't know what this is. Maze chamber still lets us continue. Or we got dice. We could just dice into it. See if we get something nicer. Drawing room. Yeah, not too bad. So we can get through here and then we get a redraw on... I guess, like, if we're gonna use the silver key anywhere, we may as well use it here. See what we get. The pool. Yeah, unlocks the locker room and the pump room. Is that the best play right now? Well, I guess if we pull the sauna towards the end, it's actually not the worst thing for us. And we still get a side door. And we have the gems, so... Oh, the water here is now disgusting because we, like, pumped all of the water from everywhere into the pool. So it's like whatever drags from other places. Well, if you want to continue, we need the veranda. Don't know what this is. Get the gem, get to dig, get some coin, get turnip so we can walk around still. Maybe go back to the front. Well, I guess we can use the dice here because, like, what else are we gonna do with them? Locker room. It gives us keys. Do we need keys? Probably not, but just for the funsies, we can go here, get 2 keys. We have key X's. We can open some lockers, see what we get. Maybe some apples give us steps to go outside. Servants' quarters, I guess, because we get to check out what's in it then. It's the dead end anyway. And I assume there is more. There's like window open. So yeah, we get keys here. We get to learn that there are other bedrooms that we've not been to, like the master bedroom, the ladyship's chamber. The rest we know. There is a green note. I mean, there are 12 major keys. And then we have this long letter to Hartley from Herbert. I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you in numerous times in the past. Half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I had always known this final letter could give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces. But I don't feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid unsaid between us. Like, what is this implying? What has been unsaid between them? Because like obviously Hartley is like a servant, so what's unsaid between him and the Baron? With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family, and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary as unfamiliar of a concept as that might be to you. Besides, I think a more junior valet would be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay on long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring that I imagine your objections might be after reading is, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details of the gift and will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as a subject and victim to many of my whims, games and riddles, and so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. I had for time playfully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would be entirely lost on you, to say nothing of her. Yes, until we meet again. There is also a note in the bin here. Mr. Ruta, Mrs. Babbage has told me that you will be overseeing network maintenance over the next few weeks while I be gone, and apologies in advance for the extra workload. I believe I will be back in Reddington by the middle of February, but even that is not a certainty. Either way, I do not anticipate there will be any major issues while I'm gone, as the difficulties we were having last month with the terminal connection seem to be resolved. If there's an emergency and you find yourself having to enter the central server site, I have set you up with a temporary admin key to allow you access to the network administrator controls. Admin key. First 4 letters of your last name, followed by first initial. The first and fifth characters should be capitalized. If you have any questions, please let me know next few days before my departure. Okay, so the admin key is first 4 letters of your last name, which is already Mr. Rota. So it will be R-U-O-E, but then followed by your first initial, and then the first and fifth characters are capitalized. Now, if this is a sneaky one, because like, oh, Mr. Rota, who is that? But if we look in the room description, it says that it's Hartley Rota. That's his name. That's the guy that lives here in the servant quarters, Hartley. So the admin key is Rotage. And you know, I presume it's to do with the servers. When we have to visit, that's another thing to do outside. We have to visit the Blackbridge. But yes, we've run out of doors. We have 7 keys, so we can open the locker room for fun. And then we can attempt to go outside with our remaining steps, because yeah, there's a couple of things we want to do. Green note. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. Okay, what does it mean? We don't know. And what are green notes for? Shoes. Okay, shoes are good if we're trying to go outside, because they will make it cheaper to go outside. Gems, coins, not particularly useful now. Yeah, so there is random things you get to find in here. It's just like not very useful where you've run out of everything in terms of space in the house. But yeah, I'm hoping for some fruit. Oh, what's this? Where is the rumored 46 room? Moon connection, theorized location north of the antechamber, below the foundation, full house of 45 rooms, plus bunk room, secret door in tomb. Doesn't exist, red herring leading towards this. Grotto? Someone was trying to find it. Possibly that servant that got fired for snooping. Yes, all those coins. What are we gonna do with them? I guess we have the kitchen on the way back, so we could buy food if we're worried about running out before we get outside. But yeah, that would be a lot of food. Gonna clean out the kitchen. Out of keys. Okay, so we're going veranda, pool, drawing, bedroom, corridor, boiler, passage, kitchen, billiard, hallway, entrance. Yeah, and then we're going outside because yeah, we want to look in the grotto, and we want to look in beside the West Bridge, see if there's anything buried there. So this has been day 7. It's been quite a long one as well. Why did what? Oh, okay. So we can use the tap to refill our watering can, which means we can continue going into green rooms and earn gems. Because yeah, normally the watering can is like so. Yeah, you get 3 gems if you go to green rooms, but if you can keep filling it up, so many gems. So many gems. I mean, right now we don't need any because we finished for the day, but Oh, actually, I wonder if can we reuse the shrine on the same day? Probably not. But okay, let's stuff ourselves on food. Yeah, 30 steps for tomato soup, club sandwich. Okay, we're stuffed. We can run wherever we want to be. Yes, billiard room hallway. So we have few things to do outside. Yeah, we can go here, see if we can find this whole West Bridge situation. Yep, there we go. Oh, a small data microchip buried in an old jar. Looks like it might be able to be plugged in somewhere. That's cool. That wasn't in the demo. Okay, let's visit the shrine. See if we can offer more, or is it, one time? Okay, we can take back the gold, but can we then offer more? Or is it gonna get upset? I guess. Oh, no. We have been cursed. Each time you draft a bedroom, lose one step. Each time you draft a hallway, lose one key. Each time you draft a green room, lose one gem. Curse 2 days. And okay, can I give you some money back? Nope. Okay, well, we're cursed. I guess maybe if we draft the shrine again, we can uncurse ourselves. I was like, oh, I'll give you more. No, don't do that. Don't do it, kids. It's not good for you. Oh well, it's only for 2 days, it's gonna be fine. Hey, it's the server room! Okay, so we just found this microchip, so we can put it in here, but we need a third one, which I assume if we find the third one is this door will unlock, since it corresponds. Now, so we had the cursive writing, the other writing I was seeing was capital bold writing, so we have again east, but I'm not sure if that gives us anything, if it's, if it's on the east side of the house, like we don't even know how to get in there. But there's also computer here. Yeah, admin key. So admin not found. Because yeah, that was the instruction. First, forward of the surname and the anything. However, that was referring to a temporary admin key for him, and then the other guy will be back in February. So there is a big chance that this admin key is expired now, right? Because the other guy was back. Let me just check I did that correctly. Yeah, so I guess we have to find the admin key for the main guy, which again, I know there's a second admin key from the demo, but I'm not gonna use it. I don't actually remember what it is, but I know it exists. What's this? 1100? What does it mean? Any more notes? Like those screens are not interactable. Any more things we can see? Nope, no more sticky notes, nothing else. Okay, well, we're on the lookout for another place where we can find those microchips, and when we're on the lookout for the admin key. Well then, let's end this day. We still have to find the 4th location for the gas valve with the flame, and then we'll see what that does. I'm just gonna go look in the shrine just to make sure there wasn't a valve there or something. But yeah, we're cursed, so it's gonna be a short days next. Any valves? Any secrets? There's like rope or something, cable tied up, but I'm not sure that's of anything. I'm sorry, okay? I was going to give you more. Any secrets on his back? No. Okay, we're not missing anything. We're not missing any doors. I guess we can run back in and do the lever in the greenhouse just so it counts to us our stats, how many times we've opened the antechamber. Just for fun, and just so I can not think about the fact that I'm cursed. How do we even get there? Billiard, kitchen, passageway, lab. Let's run. Oh yeah, there was a chest here we never opened. Yeah, put that there. Not gonna get us anywhere, but just to count towards our progress. Yes, it was the southern door, so yeah, when we put that room there, we cut ourselves off. So that's that for the day. We are going to call it a day. We're cursed, but tomorrow we start with 11 coins, so we have this. And I don't know, maybe if we can draft the shrine again, we will uncurse ourselves. Call it. It's been a long day. Yeah, Garden Shopping Center of the Dead. Most complicated name so far.